Here's the dialogue exercise on page 65 for practice. ¿Quién lo dice? Who says it? At the top of the page we've got Mariana, Olga, and Rafael on the phone. First phrase, Oye, mañana tenemos el examen parcial en la clase de historia. Rafael. 2. Pero recibo mensajes electrónicos de mi amiga de Brasil. Mariana. 3. Acepto tu invitación. Olga. 4. Pero tú no tienes conocimiento de computadoras. Olga. 5. Tengo que llenar la solicitud de empleo de la compañía Sandoval. Mariana. 6. Buena idea. Nos vemos a las 6. Oye, ¿está Olga? Rafael. 7. ¿Deseas beber algo en el Café París? Rafael. 8. ¿Tú no hablas portugués? Olga. 9. Ajá, con razón, Rafael viene a estudiar conmigo. Mariana. ¿Lo sabía usted? The orange box says, what I just explained in the previous video, español y castellano son equivalentes. They both mean the same thing. They both mean the Spanish language. And then the question says, ¿Hay mucha diferencia? Is there a great difference entre el inglés que hablan en Inglaterra, between the English that they speak in England, y el que se habla en este país, and that which they speak in this country? Under Hablemos, with a partner, take turns asking and answering the following questions. You can do this on your own here too. Just I'll give you an idea for how this could be set up. Under the diálogo questions first. Number 1, ¿Quién es la compañera de cuarto de Olga? And we know it's Mariana, so we say Mariana es la compañera de cuarto. Número 2, ¿Dónde conversan las chicas? Where are the girls talking? Las chicas conversan en la sala de su apartamento, in the living room of their apartment. 3. ¿Cómo es Olga? Here's a strange little phrase. We know ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está Olga would mean how's she doing? How's she feeling today? ¿Cómo es Olga means, is using the verb ser now, means what is she like? How is she as a person? ¿Cómo es Olga? When we say Olga, let's see, Olga was morena, alta, bonita, y muy inteligente. ¿Cómo es Mariana? Mariana es baja, rubia, y muy simpática. Simpática means nice, rubia, blonde, baja, short, inteligente, intelligent, bonita, pretty, alta, tall, and morena, brunette. Número 4. ¿Mariana tiene dinero o problemas económicos? And Mariana does say she has economic problems, so we could just say, sí, tiene problemas económicos. 5. ¿Mariana tiene conocimiento de computadoras? Does Mariana have knowledge of computers? And apparently not, because Olga says she doesn't. I think. Yep, Olga says she doesn't. ¿Dónde está? We could say Mariana no tiene conocimiento de computadoras. 6. ¿Qué recibe Mariana de Brasil? What does Mariana receive from Brazil? Mariana recibe mensajes electrónicos. Electronic messages. Could be emails, texts, messenger, whatever. Notice, too, as we talked about in Chapter 2, the question. In the question, you put Mariana after recibe. But when I make the statement, for example, in number 6, Mariana recibe. Mariana, being the subject of the sentence, comes before the verb. 7. ¿Qué tienen Rafael y Mariana mañana? What do Rafael and Mariana have tomorrow? They have a test in history class. Tienen un examen parcial. So, ¿qué tienen? Tienen ends in an N. That makes it they. That's the they form. They have un examen parcial. They have a partial exam. 8. ¿Qué tiene que escribir Olga? What does Olga have to write? Notice now that we're going to learn in this chapter, tiene que means she has to. Tengo que, I have to. Tienes que, you have to, and so on. What does she have to write? Un informe, I think she says. I have to write an informe for her literature class. So we could say, tiene que escribir un informe. 9. ¿Acepta Olga la invitación de Rafael? Does Olga accept the invitation of Rafael? Remember, in Spanish, there's no apostrophe S, so we can't say Rafael's invitación. Doesn't make sense in Spanish, so we have to, since we don't have an apostrophe S, got to turn that phrase around and say the invitation of Rafael. And number 10, sí acepta. Sí acepta la invitación. 10, Rafael viene o no? a estudiar con Mariana. Does Rafael come or not to study with Mariana? We could say, sí, viene a estudiar con Mariana. Viene is the he or she form. In this case, it's the he form. ¿Y tú? Under the ¿y tú column now, these are questions that are similar to those from the dialogue. ¿Tú tienes compañero de cuarto o vives con tu familia? And there you can start it right out with yo tengo, and then you finish it off with compañero de cuarto or yo vivo con mi familia, if you want to do that. The second question, ¿dónde conversas tú con tus amigos? Where do you talk or chat with your friends? So conversas, that's the tú form. You're going to want to start it out with the yo form. Remember what ends the yo form, the letter O. Converso con mis amigos. Got to change tus to mis, because I chat with my friends. Converso con mis amigos en MCC, en la biblioteca, en Wegmans, en Spot Coffee, and Starbucks, and Dunkin' Donuts, whatever you want to put in there. Third one, ¿cómo eres tú? What are you like? Not how are you feeling, but what are you like? So notice it's the verb ser. You got to use the yo form if you're answering for yourself. Soy, and then you put in all the adjectives you want to. Alto, bajo, rico, pobre, guapo, feo, rubio, moreno, pelirrojo for redhead, and so on and so on. Question 5. ¿Tú tienes conocimiento de computadoras? Do you have knowledge of computers? And since tú tienes, that's the tú form, you're going to answer in yo. Sí, yo tengo conocimiento. Or no, no tengo conocimiento. Número 6. ¿Recibes muchos mensajes electrónicos? Do you receive many electronic messages? You can say sí, recibo, and on, or no, no recibo, and then the rest of the sentence. ¿Cuándo tienes examen? When do you have a test? Tengo examen. I have a test. Notice you don't need the word for a here. It's fine just like that. Tengo examen. Remember when you say on a certain day of the week, you say el, not en. So you say tengo examen el lunes. Tengo examen el miércoles. Tengo examen el viernes. And so on. 8. ¿Qué tienes que escribir tú? What do you have to write? So you have to say, I have to. You know that the yo form of tener is tengo. You have to have the que there to make it I have to. Tengo que escribir, I have to write, and then whatever you have to write. Una composición, un informe, un reportaje, un libro, un ensayo, whatever you have to write. Número 9. ¿Tú recibes muchas invitaciones? Do you receive a lot of invitations? Sí, recibo muchas invitaciones, or no, no recibo. Take the recibes, tú form, bring it into the yo form. And the last one, ¿tú estudias con un amigo o estudias solo? Do you study with a friend or do you study alone? Estudias, that's in the tú form, put it in the yo form. Estudio. I study alone, estudio solo, or sola if you're a girl. I study with a friend, estudio con un amigo.